We got two FTX 400N boilers by Lochinvar to service today, guys. Let's go. You guys, and here in Maryland, March and October are our shoulder months. Well, really September into October. They call it our shoulder months because you don't need air conditioning and you don't need heat. It's too early to start our spring PMs, and it's just a weird time of year where you're not very busy. And that's where we're stuck in right now. So I haven't been very busy. I've been steady, but I really haven't had a whole lot to film for you guys. Today we got into two 400,000 BTU FTX Lochinvar boilers. Did a complete breakdown and servicing on those. I'll show you guys here in a couple minutes. But yeah, we're in that weird time of year, guys. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have slowed up. I know most contractors here on the eastern shore of Maryland have slowed up. Some guys are going home early. We have a lot of guys in our company we got to keep busy, and so it gets slow sometimes, guys. But you know what? You take that time, you go home early, because when summertime gets here, you're not going home early. You're not going home early at all. You're going home late every single day. So take the slow time when it comes, guys, because it'll come back tenfold in the summertime. So that's what we're kind of doing right now. We're just taking them as they come. You know, we know it's going to speed back up soon, so we just take the slow times, guys. But yeah, like I said, we got into two 400,000 BTU Lochinvar boilers today. One of them has an issue with the Venturi assembly, the Venturi fan. So yeah, we broke those down today. We cleaned them up. So take a look. All right, guys, we have these two Lochinvar FTXL fire tube boilers. They're 400,000 BTUs a piece. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, 400,000. So we're gonna open these bad boys up today. We're gonna clean them. We're gonna change the seals in them. We got the service kits right here. Got two of them. So they got some instructions here. They got some gaskets, some clips, O-rings, igniters, all kinds of stuff we're gonna replace on these bad boys today. All kinds of stuff, guys. This one was out on an error, and it's a fan speed error. So we also have a tool I got from a coworker right here. This is a nice kit, by the way. It's got this tool right here for checking our Venturi fan. So let's take a look at this kit here. Holy crap, guys. This is a Lochinvar kit, but it's got snap-on tools in it. This kit must have been a fortune. Like I said, I got this from a coworker. Look at this, ratchet wrenches in here. This kit must have cost him a fortune. Some of the stuff's been taken out of here, but yeah, very nice kit, guys. Very nice kit. All right, let's get it. All right, we got our test kit hooked up to our boiler fan. We're gonna go ahead and press this test button, see what happens. Fail. Fail. This motor's no good. So it's nice they sell a kit like this. This is expensive though. If I press the test button and hold the back of the motor, I can feel it humming, so it must be locked up. Yeah, so we gotta get him a new motor. All right, guys, we're gonna take our Venturi assembly off. So we got our screws out here, broke this nut free. We're just gonna take off this this Fernco here, and then our whole Venturi should come off. All right, yep, the whole Venturi assembly came off. So now I'm gonna pull all my igniters and that stuff off. Might have to get this gas valve out of the way too. Yeah, it doesn't say anything in the directions about taking the gas valve off, so I'm not going to take it off. I think I can get to everything without taking it off. So if we do later, I will, but I really don't think I have to. Go ahead and pull all of our igniters off. Now. I don't think this is the correct size for those. All right. They gave these ratchet wrenches in the kit. You could use a socket too, but it's 9/16. Figure they're in the kit, might as well use them. These are nice ratchet wrenches, man. This is a nice kit. I can't believe they got all snap-on tools in there. We got our burner taken off. That was kind of a pain in the ass. But then here's our heat exchanger here. We're gonna get that all cleaned up. Yes, sir. All right, so we got the what they call the hex top plate off also, which has that fiber connected to it. So now we can really get to the heat exchanger good. Yeah, so we're in here now. We're gonna vacuum out any debris. We're gonna use like a spray bottle and some nylon brushes, and we're gonna clean this thing up, make sure it's good. We're gonna flush it out, make sure the condensate's good and clear, and we'll move right along. Yeah, guys, I removed the hoses, the condensate hoses, and we got a bunch of dried. See, this one's been down, so it's gonna be dry in here. So we got a bunch of dried up stuff in there. We're gonna have to get all that cleaned out. Hook a vacuum up to it. Oh yeah, we got a bunch of crap in there. She's pretty packed. All right, we're taking some water, and you can see most of it's just coming right off. If we get it all good and wet, hit it with a brush, and vacuum all that out of there. Should we flush it out real good? I got that off there because I don't want it to clog up my trap or anything when it starts coming out of there. We'll vacuum it out. That whole bottom there is going to have to get full first, though. We're going to have to flush this drain out really good with all that crap in the bottom of it. Alright guys, I think we got her cleaned out pretty good. A little bit of some stuff left there. Might be able to get a little more of that out, but looking good so far, guys. Alright guys, we got it pretty much all cleaned up best we can. Looking a whole lot better. Still got a little bit here on the sides. I could probably work it off if I really wanted to, but definitely a whole lot better than what it was. So we're about to go ahead and hook this bitch back up, get everything put back on, and take it from there. here's what's weird. In this kit, they gave me 2 of these gaskets, which I need, but they didn't give me this gasket. Seems like a pretty important gasket, but they did not give it to me. This guy right here. So we're gonna have to put it back on without that, replacing this gasket. I don't know, just seems like a gasket they should have gave me, but they didn't. Got our new top plate set on. See these little bolt holes here? Each one of these notches line up with a bolt hole. Some of these I was able to just loosen and then flip back, but that's probably what the design is supposed to be. But a lot of them I couldn't do that. I had to take them all the way out to get them off. So we're gonna go ahead and lock this baby back down now. I have new seals for all these igniter holes too, so we're gonna keep on. You know what, actually, I have a new seal here. I'm gonna pull this back off so I can get this seal off. Don't want any to get in the heat exchanger. It's coming off pretty easily once I got it started. Let's make sure we get it all lifted up off there. There we go. That guy's trash. All right, we're gonna make sure we clean this up real good too. We don't want any leftover gasket behind. All right, guys, we got our top plate back on, new gasket right there. We got our bolts started. We're gonna go ahead and tighten all these down, and then we'll put the burner back in. All right, gonna put our new burner back on. Or actually, this is our old burner, but we're gonna put it back on. Just make sure it's good. Doesn't need to be cleaned at all. Need a little bit of debris off that. All right, let's go ahead and drop this baby in. Being careful not to damage anything. So that's on now. So we have to get this gasket off of here and put our new one on. So let's do that now. These are on pretty tight, but you want to just start taking it off a little bit at a time, because if you start ripping on it, you're going to have a bad time. Most of the time, if you can just start working on it, going around and around, eventually you can get enough peeled off where you can take it all off at the same time. This one was being really difficult, so I was able to get my knife in there. And then we're just gonna work that around, breaking that thing free. A little bit at a time. Work it right on around. But I cut it. Darn. Sometimes it doesn't work out. This one seems like it's not working out, but we're still gonna work a little bit at a time. Get that off there. All right, got her off. Really only had the one tear, so came off pretty easy. So here it is right here. We just want to make sure we have a good smooth surface when we go back. Looks like we do. So we'll go ahead and put our new gasket on and drop it in. So we want to make sure this side here is clear and clean also. Take our new gasket and drop that into place. Make sure that's pushed down good. All right. And now he goes on. Let's make sure we got this the right way. So our Venturi assembly kind of goes like this. Oh, all right, we're upside down. That was the problem. Upside down. So this should be going on just like this. It's gonna have to drop down all at once. Get them all lined up and then drop it straight down. I had to turn it 90 degrees, so our slot's going this way. I was trying to go this way. The bolt pattern only goes on one way, so they set it up that way so it only go on one way, so you can't mess anything up. All right, we're about to lock those bolts back down, right? Yeah, we'll lock that down, and then the Venturi assembly will go on top of here, which needs to be replaced anyway, so I'm not even sure I'll even put this back. You know what? I will, just so I can turn the boiler back on so they're not getting any building management errors. But we'll take a look at this a little bit deeper and see exactly what's going on. Maybe if it's locked up, we might be able to free it up. We'll see. We'll come back to that. All right, let's get this locked down. All right, locking her down with the ratchet wrench. That is a nice wrench, guys. I might ask my coworker what he wants for this kit. He told me this was the first, he had never really used it, or maybe he only used it 1 or 2 times, but he had never really used this kit. I think he went to like a Lochinvar training or a school or something, and they gave him the kit, but it's a very nice kit, guys. Lochinvar, that's one thing they do good, is their service kits. I did a Lochinvar Noble. I got a video on it. Did the Lochinvar Noble, and they sent a whole tool bag with it. Just about any part you could ever need for it, they sent. Their rebuild kit, their 5-year rebuild kit for that thing literally has every single part in it. Transformer, gas valve, or you know what, I don't know if it had the gas valve, but it had transformer, all the boards, all the sensors for it, every gasket, like everything it sent. So, and it looks like their toolkits are Snap-on tools, which is, you guys know, they're expensive and they're guaranteed for life. You break something, find a Snap-on guy, he'll replace it for you. Get these locked down. Good. All right, guys, I moved it to the side where the gas hooks up so I can get to the actual impeller, and this thing is locked up tight. So I was hoping I might be able to get it freed up just to see if we can make this thing run, but she is locked up heavy, guys. So we're gonna be getting them a new motor anyway, but I just wanted to see, look, I can't even break it free. Crazy. All right, guys, got the Venturi back together. I am gonna put it back on, just so, like I said, I'm gonna turn it back on, because if I don't turn the boiler back on, they're gonna get weird errors on their building management system. So I'm gonna peel this gasket off, and I'm just gonna put the new one on just because they gave it to me. You know what? That's on there pretty good. I'm gonna take this gasket off and put the new one on because it's part of the kit. And I'm sure they'll probably send one with the new Venturi also. All right, got that off there. Here's our new one here. Yeah, it's got a sticky back to it. I said, just gonna put it on, guys. Ain't no sense in. So they have, so these gaskets here too, I think are for the Venturi also. I just seen them in there, these O-rings. So, so yeah, we really don't need those today, but we are gonna put this gasket on, and if the new one will probably come with a new gasket too. So, all right, we got our new igniters here. We put our new seals in here, seal there, new seal there, and we're gonna put these guys in. So this one here with the spark on it, that one's gonna go on this one. Gonna drop just like this right in there, and we'll tighten that down. And then this guy here that's bent all crazy, he is going to go in here. So we'll get that locked down on there too. All right, pretty much got this guy all back together. Everything's good to go with it, except the motor's bad. So Kenny's working on getting this one taken apart now. And this one we'll be able to test after we clean it. But look, guys, they even give you new door clips, because those can get wore out. Mine weren't wore out, but we're gonna replace them anyway just because they gave them to us. So we got the old one out, which was kind of a pain in the butt getting those old ones out, but New ones kind of just push right in, bam. And then on this side is where this clip is. We'll take those out, put the new ones in there. All right, here's our other one here. This one's been running more, so it does look like it's a little bit more dirty. So we're gonna do the same exact process. We're gonna wet it, we're gonna scrub it, we're gonna get it clean. All right, we got a Scotch-Brite pad too. We're gonna take and just clean off what we can't get with the brush. The stuff is coming off. Take some elbow grease though. This one's a lot worse than this other one because I'm not sure how long that one's been down for, but this one's been handling the whole load. So we're gonna get this guy cleaned up the best we can, rinsed out. All right, guys, we got this thing a whole lot cleaner. Looking good. I'm sure they make a tool or something that goes in between those slots there. I just don't have anything. I have to try to get that for next time because there is some buildup in there. You could probably use a piece of wire or something. But if you look, as it goes in, there's two little dimples that come. And so it'd have to be something really thin to get in there. And I don't know how often those little dimples come out and where at. So like I said, it would have to be something really, really thin to get in there. But we'll remember that for next time. We got it pretty clean though. We're about to start putting it back together. All right, we're moving right along, guys. We're putting the plates back on, the burner back in. We're about to lock all those bolts down and then move on. I still got the condensate disconnected because I still want to flush that out some. I did not come prepared, so I don't have any condensate neutralizer, but I did flush this one out. I'll flush that one out too, and we'll come back with some new condensate neutralizer media. It's crazy. Where we're located here in Salisbury, Maryland, we have, I don't know, 7 or 8 different HVAC and plumbing supply houses. Neither one of them has condensate neutralizer media in stock. It's ridiculous. It surprised the hell out of me. So, all right, Kenny's getting those last screws locked down there. I'm gonna start putting these igniters back in. Got the new gasket there. Gonna drop this guy in just like this. Come on now. She wants to be a bum. Probably actually might be easier to get it started. There we go. All right, gonna lock that bad boy down on there. And the same goes for that one. All right, we pretty much got everything back on. We're just double checking over everything, and I'm just about to the point where I can turn this thing back on and test her out. So we got switches over here. A couple of them are for the circ pumps. These 2 are for the boilers. And we have kill switches in the back also. Switch here. Switch here. We'll let these things get wound up. Like I said, this one's not going to work. It's already in lockout. She started up, she's running. Let it burn off all that stuff we caused. All right, she's wound up now, fellas. Running at 100%. This one's already locked back out. Pretty sure this is where we're going to test our combustion at right here. All right, we got our combustion analyzer hooked up. She's stabilizing right now. We're going to check the manual and see exactly what kind of numbers it wants. Right over here, we're going to find that. All right, so natural gas we're looking for between 8 and 10% CO2, 3 to 6.5% O2. So this reflects this, this reflects this. These will always be the same. As one goes up, the other goes down. So it tells you how to do the combustion analysis. See, there's our test port right there. All right, so yeah, we're looking between 8 and 10 CO2. We're at 8.9, so we are pretty much right in the middle of where they want it at, which is pretty good. Our CO is at about 24 parts per million. O2 is at 5.0. We're running at just under 95% efficient. Yeah, this thing is running very, very nice. Cool. We'll let it run a few more minutes and see how it continues to do. Okay, our boiler is currently running at 100%. If it wasn't running at 100%, we would have to follow these directions to bring it up to 100%. See, the boiler will fire at ignition speed and then modulate up to full fire. We're already at full fire. I would have to do this step 5 here if we weren't. So you basically press paper clip or something in right here, and then I think it said press select. Insert thin piece of wire. Press the button once and hold for 5 seconds. Okay, so you would you'd insert your paper clip in there and hold it for 5 seconds, and you'll get in service mode that way. So we don't need to do that right now. We're running at 100%. Taking our combustion analysis, still running really good. 4.8% O2, 9% CO2, running at 24 parts per million CO. This thing is kicking ass. We're about to get our printer out right here. By the way, today we're using the FluMate by Inficon. Very nice analyzer here, use it all the time. They sent this to me a few months back, and I am extremely grateful for it. Comes with all kinds of stuff here, guys. Chargers, comes with the printer. A lot of combustion analyzers nowadays don't come with the printer. This is a very good plus. Comes with tubing and stuff in case you want to do use it as a manometer also. So what's good about this is, just turn this baby on. It doesn't need to be sitting right above it. I can have it over here. It sends a radio signal to it. So we're going to go ahead and hit print. We're going to tell it how many copies we want, just one. And then we're going to hit print. And it's going to send it right over here to it. Watch how fast this thing goes too. Bam. There it is. So after it prints, it gives you this barcode here. If you wanted to make a file out of it and send it in an email or something like that, you could do that. But we're just gonna take a picture of this and add it to our work order. All right, guys, I'm just finishing up here now. I got everything all dialed in. The time and date wasn't even set up right on these. I don't know if it ever was to start with, but it wasn't set up right today. This guy's just gonna shut down again. I gotta look up the part number for this actually before I head out for the new Venturi assembly. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.